get it. Subscribe to that channel. Press that subscribe button. What's poppin', man? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's
What's
poppin'?
up? What's up?
Let's get it. Let's get it. We're gonna jump right into it. So why you feel like a lot of black women wear bonnets and scarves in public?
Why I feel like they went? Why?
Yeah.
Shit, because I just feel like shit. It's the most convenient thing to do. It's convenient.
Okay.
And one thing about a black woman, they're gonna do whatever's convenient. So if they grab that scarf out that drawer, they grab that scarf off that headboard, wherever they grab it from. I mean, it's convenient. That's why they do it.
Do you feel like that's ladylike for them to do that though?
Nah, hell nah. It's not ladylike. Nah, let me hold up. Nah, it's not ladylike. But I mean, it's convenient. Nobody said it was ladylike, but I just feel like it's more convenient. It's a convenient thing. It ain't ladylike at all. No.
Right. Are you guilty of still doing it?
Am I guilty?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't do that.
Mm. What about when you
But
was
I
younger?
mean,
Uh,
I'm just saying, to each his own. I don't do it.
okay. Have you done it before when you was younger, or like in your past?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I have done it when I was younger. The only
Right.
time I wear a headscarf and a rag on my head is when I go to bed at night. But I don't go out in public. I just feel like that's distasteful. I'm just, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, yeah, I agree too. I agree with that, And they wearing pajamas in public with flip flops and a headscarf and bonnets. Pick up their
Yeah.
kids at the school. At the schoolhouse, I see too.
I just feel like, man, this is inappropriate.
Right, right. Do you wear pajamas in public?
No, I don't.
Okay, right.
Inappropriate.
Yeah, I think it went popular because Michael Jackson did it when he went to court, and that's when everybody started wearing pajamas in public. I think.
Ah, but they gotta understand they not Michael Jackson though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And he's a multi-millionaire at that.
Right. Exactly. You can't do
Right.
what he do.
Right. Okay. Facts. But why you feel like? And I feel like in the black community, though, you think that while women are like having kids with Pookies and Ray Rays
What?
and the fuck boys, and they not marrying them, but they having kids with them. Then later they complain about them. Like, why you think that's so? Why you think that's happening?
I don't know, man. I really don't. You know what? I'm not a judgmental person, right?
We ain't being judgmental. We just get your
I
opinion.
know, I know, but it's hard to answer that because I mean, people do things on their own accord. I guess maybe they feel like that's the nigga for them at that time. Maybe they feel like that's the person for them, and they feel like that's what they want to do. I mean, I don't know. I don't really have the answer for that one. I don't. I mean, I feel like a lot of times dudes do things. They get out there and get with a lady, and she get pregnant or whatever. I think they do it just because to fill their needs, because that way he feel like he got them, and he can always come back if he got a child by him.
And you feel like that about men.
Not all men, some
Mm.
men.
What about the women though? What you say about the women?
I'm just saying. I just feel like they just don't. Some of them don't know no better. I just feel like
That's your final answer.
yeah. Finance.
I feel
Yes.
like they're doing that because usually most women in their 20s they don't want nothing serious. They want to be with Pookie, Ray, the Tyrone. They want the bad boys. They want the trap boys, the drug dealers, the scammers. Because it's entertaining though. That's lit.
I feel like people got to show you that they serious too. I mean, you can be in your 20s. It's not the fact that people don't want nothing serious. A person got to show you that they serious.
Mm.
That's the thing. If you don't show me that you're serious, I'm gonna play the field. I'm gonna do what I do. I mean, I've been, in my 20s. If you didn't take me serious, I didn't take you serious. It wasn't no get back thing. It wasn't no tick for tack either. It's just like if you didn't take me serious, I didn't take you serious.
Mm. All right. Do you feel like a lot of older women like yourself, though? And you ain't that old, but you mature
Yeah.
women like yourself.
Yeah, I'm all, I'm
Why you
old.
feel like nah. Only thing getting old is stuff. Why don't you feel like women your age is giving advice to young girls about how to be a lady? Because don't do this right here because I did it. Because if you do that, you're gonna end up down this road, end up lonely or whatever. Like, why you feel like a lot of older women ain't giving advice to younger women in their 20s?
Because a lot of young women don't want to hear it. Because the first thing they say when you talking to them about, you know what I mean, what you did in your past, the first thing a lot of young women say, well, I'm not you. You know, a lot of women have to bump, you know, I've encountered that. And a lot of young women just have to bump their heads. You know, the first thing they'll say when you go to them and trying to, it's like you talking to them, and the first thing they say is, "How you gonna tell me when you did this and you did?" I'm like, "That's why I'm telling you. I'm trying to tell you so you won't go down the same road I went down." But at the same time, they don't want to take that in. They don't want to accept it. A lot of young people just don't want to accept it. They don't want to accept the advice that you're trying to give them. I mean, you can't make them accept it. You know, all you can do is just try to tell them. And a lot of young people just don't want to hear it, even
Now,
when it's beneficial to them. They don't want to hear it.
mm, now I must add. Now I heard another person say a lot of women not giving advice to them because they are in competition with the younger girls because they want the same man that they want. Would you say that's true too?
I don't know. Not for me. I wouldn't say that, because how could you be in a competition with a young girl and you know what I mean, you full of wisdom? I feel like, you know what I mean, a certain age, when you a certain age, if you full of wisdom, why would you even try to compete with a younger person? You know what I
Mm,
mean? You're supposed to be leading and guiding them. That don't even make sense to me. For
mm,
somebody to say that, that's ludicrous. That's crazy. If an older person said that, you should be the, no matter whether they accept it or they don't accept it, you should still have the mindset, okay, I'm gonna show you regardless. I'm gonna tell you regardless. You can't make them accept it, but you just gonna show them. You don't turn around and revert back to, I'm gonna be in competition with you. Like, that don't even make sense. How can I be? I'm 43 years old. Why would I want to be in competition with somebody in their 20s? Not
mm.
gonna happen. I
Right.
feel like there's some things that a 20-year-old can, I can learn from a 20-year-old. I mean, there are things that we can learn from younger people.
Hmm. Yeah, right. Believe it or not, though, how you feel about dating nowadays, though? Like, are you in a relationship?
No, I'm not in a relationship.
Okay. Like, how you feel like dating with social media? Do you feel like do you believe in posting your relationship on social media? Like, posting couples should be posting their relationship like privately or whatever, or open.
Me personally, I think everything should stay private. I'm a private person. My next moves, whatever I do, um, I'm always private with it. No matter what I do, I'm always private. Whether it's a relationship, whether it's a career move, if I'm about to buy a big purchase or something like that, I'm always private. I feel like, you should keep everything private. That's just me. That's my opinion. To each his own. That's just me. That's just how I feel. I just like to keep everything private.
So I agree though. Even though you post a lot though too though. But I guess
Yeah, I post, but it don't. But yeah, I post, but you don't know. But you don't know the behind the scenes of. You know what I mean? I
facts.
post, but you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Yeah, I post. I love to dance. You know what I mean? But you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. You'll never know unless I tell you.
I know that's right. You feel like when a man tell a woman he love her, he's saying that to get power over her?
No, love is love. You know what I
Mm,
mean? When somebody tell you they love you, I'm pretty sure. I hope that they saying they love you. It ain't got nothing to do with power. It's solely that, like, that's what they feeling. You know what I mean? If they tell you they love you, they love you. I mean, I can't say. I'm gonna say it like this. I can't speak from a man point of view. I can't. I really can't. I can't.
mm. Right. You ever said I love you and didn't mean it?
Have I ever said I love you and didn't mean it?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I have. Yeah, I've been there. Yeah.
Mm. Why is that though? Why people be saying that though? That's a
You know,
serious word.
because, man, I guess it just be the moment. You be in the moment. I guess you feel like
But
that's what it
when you having sex, fucking, you like I
is.
love you. Yeah. Hey.
Yeah, you say anything when that shit get to getting good though.
Yeah, daddy. I know. Right. And how many kids you got?
I got two. I got a 22-year-old and a 19-year-old.
Oh
I got
shit.
some young men.
Okay. Now this is another thing too. We're gonna go back on this. Now a lot of in the black community, 72% of kids is raised out of wedlock. And I'm thinking like, okay, well, how you feel about that though? Why you think that is? You think it's just something to do with, you know, it ain't the relationship ain't working, or the women just don't want to be with the man. Because most women leave relationships first. Why you feel like these kids are born out of wedlock so much though?
Oh, you know what? I guess it's. I can't say go back to the teaching because you know what I mean. When you had parents, when you got parents or grandparents in your life, of course they taught you about. They talk to you about what is the word wedlock. Having kids out of wedlock. I guess I will use that. But I mean, I can't put it on teaching. I guess it is it be what you want to do. You know what I mean? Because nobody can't tell you. Yes, I did have my first child out of wedlock, and I've been married. Now my second child, I was married, but my first child, I did have my first child out of wedlock. I mean, and I knew better. It was just something I wanted to do, and when you want to do something, nobody can tell you no different. I feel like that's what it is. Even though when you've been disciplined and you've been taught, still people gonna just do what they want. They're gonna revert to what they want to do.
I mean, yeah, 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 and it's I think kind of
And
sad
then
because
when somebody talking good in your ear, and I ain't so yeah, that right there play a part too. Like,
well, there's a quote that I always will never forget: "Sex ain't love, and love ain't sex."
yeah, well, that's true,
Uh,
but it
but
is what it is.
but the sad part about it is though the kids are suffering from this though because I looked at the negative effects of women like single parent homes by mothers and it's bad. Like a lot of these kids, these boys, are in an unstable environment and they mama prostituting, daddy on in jail or selling drugs, and it's like it's toxicity in the black community, and that's why I feel like the penitentiary filled with black boys, young black men. I think like, and I just feel like it's a cycle that's going on. You agree?
No, I don't agree. I'm gonna have to say I don't agree because I mean, people put
Yeah.
so much of. I mean, people put. I'm gonna say it like this:
Go ahead.
being a single mother and raising two young men, right? And
Yeah.
people have always said it's hard for a black mother to raise young black, successful, productive young men. That is for me. I feel like that's the biggest. That's the biggest. That is the biggest crock of bull crap I ever heard. Because I'm gonna tell you something. It can a mother, whether you black or whatever color you are, you can raise young men, you can raise young girls too. But I'm talking on young men right now because I'm gonna tell you why I feel like that's bull crap. I raised two young men. One right now back in school to get his BS in, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the other one right now is in school. Right now he's holding a welding job, the baby boy, and he's attending college. I feel like it's what you project in them, right? It's what you project. It's what you instill in them. You have to be hard on. One thing about mothers, a lot of mothers are not tough and hard on young boys. They want to be soft. One thing a mother has to realize when raising boys, you can't be soft. You got to be hard. You got to discipline. You got to mean what you're saying, say what you mean. I feel like the reason why it's so corrupt in the black community and the reason why a lot of young black boys stray is because that mother, if it's a single mother in that house, she didn't do her part.
Well,
Now,
exactly. Well,
I don't want to I don't want to come off and people be like backlash and all this and that. And I say she didn't do her part. It's not that she didn't provide and protect or none of that. It's just she didn't discipline them enough
wait a minute.
because
Well, let's backtrack though. She's working a 9 to 5 job,
right,
and most women, I ain't talking about you. I'm just saying in general, based off statistics, they're living below poverty line, right?
right.
So she's working 2 jobs or whatever, and grandma at grandma house half the time. Who's watching the kids really? And and then when she come home, all she doing is cooking and going to sleep. So how is she spending time with the kids? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
How is she able to nurture and be there for the kids? Though, you know what I mean? That's what I think though, because they ain't got enough time. They overworked and overtired.
But a lot of times, I know the stats. The stats are what they are. But when
Yeah.
it comes to us, they manipulate numbers too. They try to make us look bad anyway.
In some
But
ways, some
yeah,
ways.
and I know the prisons are filled with a lot of our black young men. They made choices. You know what I mean? A lot of times you just gotta. I don't want to say revert back to the parents because I don't want to say parents did it. I don't want to. I don't want to come off as being contradictory either. You know what I
Mm.
mean? It's a part. It plays a part on the mother and on the child too. You know what I mean? You gotta want. You don't have to be a product of your environment unless you choose to be a product of your environment. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Just because mama wasn't there, that's not an excuse. You know what I mean? Just because father wasn't there, that's not an excuse. I lived that life. I didn't have a mother there. I didn't have a father there. You know what I mean? My boys didn't always have a father there. But look, I mean, we productive citizens. You know what I mean? We
Yeah.
are.
Mm-hmm.
It's just choices, man. Then a lot of people want to put it on the parents, but I feel like at the end of the day, it do take parents being more, they have to discipline. But at the same time, I don't want to be a hypocrite and say certain things because my mother was disciplined and my mother made wrong choices and my mother ended up on the wrong side of the, on the wrong
Mm-hmm.
side of the, of the pole. But yeah. So that's a touchy feely. That's a situation that it can go either way.
Right, yeah. But yeah. But I just feel like nowadays women, it's okay for women. Now women nowadays would rather be a baby mother, baby mama than a wife. It's kind of strange to me. Like they posting like I'm ready to be somebody's baby mama or whatever. I'm like, wait a minute now, wait a minute. You should be want to be somebody's wife first. You know what I'm saying? I believe you should marry before you carry type situation. Before you just go out there and do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I think it's kind of selfish on men and women who do that though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, if that's how you want to label yourself, I mean, I don't agree with it.
But
But I mean, I don't know, man. It's just a poor thought process, you know.
right. How like when you say cheating, like how you define cheating though? Like it's like actually physically having sex with somebody, or like what's your definition of cheating?
Cheating is even physical, even if you thinking it's cheating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Um, even if you think it, even if you think of cheating with her, or you thinking about a life, or you thinking about how it is with her or him, that's cheating.
Okay.
If you think it, you know what I mean? If you think it, you don't even have to put it into action. But if you thinking it, that's cheating. That's my opinion. That's how
You ever
I
cheated
feel.
before? I said, have you ever cheated?
Have I ever cheated? No, I've never cheated.
Okay. So you ain't never text nobody else or email nobody else or
No.
gave your number to nobody else?
No, because you know what I mean. My thing is when I'm with you, I'm with you. Yeah, I've been cheated on, but that ain't never stopped me. That never made me bitter. And that's another thing. Sometimes people get bitter just because one person do them wrong. You know what I mean? If your mate cheat on you and then that person become bitter and then they think everybody else, I've never thought that. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
I don't think two people are the same. People do what
Mm.
they do. You know, but I've never cheated. No, I've never. Have you?
Yeah, I probably have. Yeah, I have.
Probably. No, that ain't. Ain't
Yeah,
no
I have.
probably.
I
That's a
have.
yes or no answer though.
Yeah, I have. And
Oh,
I got
okay.
cheated on though. I got
It's like
cheated
it's
on too.
honesty.
Yeah, I have cheated on though.
Okay.
But I only count one real relationship though, so I ain't.
You
Yeah.
kind of what?
I only count one real relationship. I guess I was cheating on that. I was cheating on though. But like, how you feel about when like men talk? They call it a conversation, but when women talk, they call it gossip though.
Well, I mean, it's a fine line. That's a thin line between conversation and gossip. Gossip is gossip. I know gossip is gossip. When you sitting around talking about what John did and who John doing, that's gossip. A conversation is more like, how was your day? What's going on? You know what I mean? What you
Right.
eat today? That's a conversation. But when you start to get into people's business and talk about this, that, and the third about what they mama did, what they son did, that's gossip. You know what I mean? Conversations are conversations. Like what you doing, how you doing today. You know, that's a difference.
Yeah, that's especially at work though. Gossip so bad though. That's why I kind of stay to myself. In the black community, when you work around a lot of black people, everybody want to gossip, tell all their personal business and shit. Why is that?
Absolutely. The motto is, this is the motto: carry your ass to work and bring your ass home. Everything else is irrelevant. Go do what you got to do. Go to work, make your money, and come home. Everything else is irrelevant. If it ain't nothing pertaining to my job, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to be in it. I don't want to entertain it. I don't want to engage in it. So if it ain't got nothing to do with work, when I'm at work, they know me. I don't do comfort. I don't do confusion, conflict, mess, none of that. But if they come to me and they need me, I'm there. But they know don't bring no drama. Don't bring no don't nothing about another employee. Because if you got issues with another employee, if you got issues with anybody, take it to them. Don't bring it to me.
I know that's right. That's
You
right
know what I
though.
mean? Don't bring it. And I mean, and once you start engaging in it, you just as effed up as they are. You know what I mean? Once you start
Exactly.
entertaining it and sitting there allowing them to tell you about it, you sitting there listening to it, you
Yeah.
just as effed up as they are.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I just try to change the subject and be like, man, I don't even want to talk about that shit, bro.
No,
Like,
I don't even
you know,
change
you
the
can't tell
subject.
nobody to shut up.
I don't even want you in here talking to me about it. Look, and I don't mean no harm, and they know that. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean. You just Ah,
Yeah, but I'm glad we're on this. Sorry, I hit this subject too. Do you feel like people you work with is your friends, do?
hell no,
And why?
absolutely not.
And why?
And I tell them that, and I mean, no, no, absolutely not. No,
And I
no,
want you to go into detail why, because
no.
some.
Because for one thing, when you go to work, work is work. I mean, I learned this from a boss of mine a long time ago. And this is what she said to me. You know what I mean? She had her son working for her, and she had her daughter-in-law working for her. This is what she told me. She said, Quaisha, when I'm at work, my son is not my son, and my daughter-in-law is not my daughter-in-law. At the end of the day, this is a business, and I'm running a business. Family and that friend stuff is out the door when you're working. Now, I know that's totally different, but at the same time, what I took from that, even though you work with people, if I'm not gonna consider you my family, why would I consider you my friend?
Mm,
You know, uh, family is family, will always be family. But friends, me personally, I don't do friends. I'm not a I'm not a friend person, and people don't get offended by that when I'm out and about with people and my coworkers. I just don't do friends.
I tell people that all
I
the
mean,
time.
to each his, I mean, people do friends. That's fine. I
Yeah,
don't, because for one thing, do you know what? I'm gonna ask you this question.
yeah. Go ahead.
Do you know why a best friend is a best friend?
Yeah, that's a good question right there. I would say because they know each other. I guess my word, they know each other's secrets. Because I can't call you a friend if I know my secrets. If I'm giving you intimate details about me, and then you give me details about you, that's considered a friend to me. And you ain't spreading it, that's a friend to me. That's my definition of a friend.
Okay, but
Like,
I'm gonna tell you why a best friend is a best friend, and
wow,
why people are best friends.
okay,
Best friends are best friends because what? Pretty much we like the same things, right? If I played basketball, more than likely my best friend played basketball. My best friend know what type of taste I have, what type of men I like, the caliber of men I like. See, a best friend like what you like. You ever heard that song by Bobby Womack?
what's on? Tomorrow, thank you. If you're lonely now,
No, not that song. The one where he talked about his best friend woman.
nah, I ain't hear about that.
Okay. But a best friend like what you like. And that right there, a lot of people don't I guess I'm gonna say it like this. That concept of a best friend, a lot of people don't take that and perceive it like I do. Uh, because a best friend like what I don't want nobody to be my best friend and like what I like, right?
Mm.
Because if you like what I like, shit, you know what I mean? You get where I'm going with this?
Yeah, but my thing about friends though, I look at it like friends come and go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they say you change out friends every 5 to 7 years. So that means you're growing. You growing over time.
The
And
Bible, the Bible. I hate to throw the Bible in this, but the Bible say, "Trust no man, trust no man." Therefore, the only friend I have is the man
mhm,
above, and I don't know who serve, what people serve, and I don't have no problem with who people serve. But
right.
I don't do friends, but to each his own. You know what I mean? Yeah, you change out, but you grow, you evolve. You do grow, you evolve. You do. We all evolve. But in evolving, for me, it teaches me that it has taught me over the years that people are not who they say they are. People are not the friends that you think they are. And then get in a bind. Get in a bind. And then call on certain people. My mom
Well,
used to always tell me this, God rest her soul. My mom used to always tell me this, you don't have no friends. And the friends she used to call out she was number one. She said, the only friends you got is me. And she would call my siblings' name out. You know what I mean? And with that being said right there, just because somebody is born into your family, that don't even make them friends. That don't even make them family. You know what I mean? Because
like,
when people say they could be your worst enemy, now that's some true stuff right there.
I
That's
agree. I agree with that statement right there too. Some friends, some people do meet real friends. I ain't gonna say that. I mean, that's your opinion. That's fine.
right.
But some people do meet real friends. But and I'm gonna go back to what you said earlier. You don't know if you got a real friend or not until you in the jam, until you in a real sticky situation, and they there for you. You don't know you got a friend until a trouble situation. Everybody your friend when everything going good, money coming in, got a nice house, car. Everybody want to
Right.
be around you.
Right.
You popping on social media. You don't know who your real friends is until you in that jam. until you really down bad, till you in the sunken place. That's when you know who your true friends is. But I think you just gotta. I think people gotta categorize people. Everybody shouldn't come to your house type shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody you can talk to on the. He might be somebody you can talk to on the phone with, but I can't have him at my house, and I can tell him all my business type shit. You see what I'm saying? Some people, I think people gotta categorize, put them in different boxes, and people put everybody in the close box, and everybody ain't meant for that relationship. Though, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, that's true.
Some people just people you just see out when y'all just go out though. Y'all go out and just chop it up. Some people you just talk to on the phone. Y'all don't go to each other's houses and all that. But you know, every time he call you, no. So, but right, dude. Like, what's your advice to people who try to go to work to make friends though? Like some people, because I witnessed that too, and I learned that early. You know, I'm on 25. That I said, hell no, people ain't that work your friends because when you leave the job, you ain't gonna fuck with them no more type shit. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, for one thing, if you going to work to make friends or meet friends, I mean, I feel like your whole mindset is off anyway. You don't go to work to make friends. You don't go to work to try to meet. You know what I mean? You go to work, like I stated earlier. You go to work, do your job, and you go home. You don't go to work. You're not trying to make no enemies either, right? So you go to work and you do what you have to do. If you meet people along the way, that's fine. You know what I mean? People along the way, they help you out and you know what I mean, help you elevate on your job. That's fine. But as far as going to work, just with that mindset, I'm going to work to make friends or meet, new people and bring people in. No.
Right. I got a couple more. I got a couple more for you. So, are you polygamous or monogamous?
Wait a minute. Oh my God. Really? You gonna ask that question?
Yeah, I'm gonna answer that. I got
you. I'm not polygamous. I'm gonna put it like that. I'm not polygamous.
So, are you promiscuous?
Nah.
So, you monogamous?
Nah. I'm
So
just who I am.
So you just like to have a couple dicks on the side?
What? Wait a minute. What? Look, at this point in my life, I mean, I'm just good, man. I'm just leave it like that.
Are you a cougar? You like older men, younger men?
I just like men. I'm gonna put it like that.
Man, you're not answering the question. You give me R. Kelly answer right now. Come on, I just like girls. I just like girls. Do you like younger men, older men, or what? What's the youngest man you ever been with?
I mean, I like guys. I don't feel like age is a.
You ain't answering my question, LA. What's the youngest man you been with?
See, man, you just.
Come on, man.
I like men.
Why you can't answer my question though? What is the youngest man you been with?
I mean, see.
You're not answering my question. I need a number. I got to get this right here. Come on, man. It's me now. Don't do this. We were talking so good. We on so good. Come on now. What's the youngest guy you've been with?
At this point in my life, oh, what you going back to? Like,
What you making this question so damn difficult? Like this is a math question. What's the youngest man you've been with before? What's the largest age difference you ever went down? 5 years, 10 years, 12 years.
You know what? I better. You know what? I better play it safe.
What that mean? Play it safe. You gonna tell me off
play
camera?
it safe. I better not say nothing. I better play it safe. I was just playing safe.
Can you tell me off camera?
I was just playing safe.
Can you tell me off camera?
Yeah, I can do that. Not because I don't want people to think I'm like dealing with young, not. But I'm just saying, I'm just gonna play this safe.
All right, R. Shelley.
Nah, absolutely not. No.
All right, you tell me on camera. We're gonna try it in. So like, okay, how tall you is?
How tall am I?
Yeah.
I'm 5'4".
Okay. How much you weigh?
I weigh 167 pounds. Knocking on 170.
Okay. You go to gym?
No, I don't. I used to, but I stopped a long time ago.
Black women gotta get back in that gym, man.
Huh?
I say y'all gotta get back in that gym,
Yeah,
man.
I know. Yeah, most definitely. I gotta get back in there. I know I do. Yeah.
Right. What's your thoughts on people crying on the internet, man? Like crying and shit.
What are my thoughts? Why are you crying on the internet? That's the only question. Like why? Why would you bring your? I don't understand. I don't know.
Right. You ever did that before?
Have I ever cried on the internet?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What you mean? Like if I'm going through something or something like now, I've been on the internet and there's been some touchy situations where I may have, you know what I mean, like, but crying, no.
Right. What's your thoughts on the Jeffrey Dahmer shit that dropped? Everybody been talking about this shit. Did you
You
see it?
know what? I don't even know why everybody just talk about that stuff. Like I haven't even watched the little, show, whatever they got going on. I just feel like that's some crazy shit.
Right. Yeah, that's some
That's the
sick
type
shit.
of stuff that make you mad.
Yeah, that shit was fucked up though. I heard the acting was very good, but I was like, I can't watch that shit. Like,
No, I can't either. I can't even watch it. I know the story about it, so I don't even want to watch it. You know what I mean? That's just not something I want to watch.
So without sex and beauty, how could a woman control men?
You said without sex and beauty.
Yeah,
Yeah,
how could a woman control men?
you said okay. Hold up. You said without sex and beauty, how could a
Yeah,
woman control a man?
yeah.
She can't even control it with the sex and the beauty. So what? Shit. Sex and beauty is irrelevant. Because one thing that I found out over the years, a man want what he want. It ain't got nothing to do with your beauty. You can cook, you can clean, you can be beautiful, you can be, man, you can have whatever it is that you want, whatever it is that a man, pretty, fine, cook, clean, work hard, make good money. She can do all that. But at the end of the day, me, I know, you know what I mean, that a man gonna do what a man wanna do if he wanna do it. So he can have all of that, but still go do what he do. I mean, that's just in his nature. And I hate when women feel like they gotta blame themselves because a man did that. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's a crazy, but for me, I understand it. For me, I understand it. Now, a lot of women not gonna understand it. I understand it. I know it ain't nothing that I did. If a man go out and do what he do, it's because he wanted to do it. Yeah, I'm not gonna sit around and mope and try to compare myself to what she got or why he with her. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that's what you don't do, but that's what women do though. They sit there and
Mm-hmm.
try to compare themselves to the next chick that he done moved on with or whatever, or he messing with on the side. But no, that's what you don't do, because at the end of the day, he gonna do what he wanna do, because the same thing he did to her, to you, he gonna do it to her, and then he gonna do it to the next one until he really find out, till he really get to that point in his life where he really, find like this is, I'm tired of this, and some people don't ever get tired. They do what they
Oh,
do.
right. And then you got some women who have the baby to keep a man type shit.
Yeah, you got women that do that. That's one word, stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Very
a
stupid.
baby ain't gonna keep no man. A car ain't gonna keep no man. You know what I
Who,
mean?
who you feel like cheat more, men or women?
I feel like I think it's right there. You know what I mean? When you weigh the options, it's right there. I think they both do what they do.
Mm. Right. Yeah. Right. I agree. You feel like you date on the internet? Do you have a date now? So you kind of like to meet guys in public?
No, I don't. I don't do the dating apps. No.
Do guys slide in your DMs?
Do I what?
Do guys slide in your DMs still?
Of course, guys. Yeah, guys slide in my DM. Yeah, they slide in my DM.
Do you have the same options you had in your 20s, like since you're in your 40s?
Do I have to say who?
Options.
What you mean? Like, do I have to say what? Break that down. Like, what options are you talking about?
Do you have a bunch of guys still chasing you in your 20s, like in your 40s, like you was in your
Yeah, because
20s?
right now a lot of people think I'm still in my 20s. Like, you know what I mean? A lot of people come at me and they think I'm in my 20s. I have a lot of young people come at me and I'm like, look, I know your mama. Or you know what I mean? I'm like, I'm old enough to be your mama. I'm like, how old are you? I'm 20. Well, I'm sorry. I thought you was like 25 or 24. Nah. You know what I mean? Type of thing. So yeah.
Right. So you ever been with a 25-year-old?
Oh, so you try? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I have.
So you had sex with a 25-year-old?
I ain't say you.
You like to be with older men or younger men?
I mean, like I told you earlier, age ain't no. I mean, I've been, you know what I mean. I can say this right here. The oldest I've been with, I can say was 65.
What's the youngest you've been with? You still didn't answer that question.
I know that. I wasn't trying to answer that question either.
Why you want to answer that question?
It may have been 25 though. 25, 24, 24.
Right now, since you're 43.
No, not since I'm 43. It may have been when I was like, I'll say this, when I was like 40. So like 3 years ago.
What made you stop? Why you don't deal with 20-year-olds no more?
Because them niggas want to knock on your damn door.
So those 20-year-olds,
you know, because it's like, yeah, I can't do if I don't, you know, for me, you got some 20-some-year-olds who are, you know, pretty wise for their age. Then you got some that are not.
you have want them to blow your back out real good and not get tired. They ain't got to pop that Viagra pill in.
Wait a minute. Well, how you know they didn't tap out? That's what I'm talking about. How you know they didn't tap out?
You want them young boys to blow your back out, so they had to pop them blue pills, them blue trues. Hold on, you got kids around that age though. Is that kind of weird though? Mommy getting her back blown out by somebody my age? Is that kind of strange?
I mean, yeah. No, because 3 years ago, no.
Hold up, you said
3 years ago, when my baby boy was 16, and
what's
then my oldest son was let me see, 22, 21, 20, 19?
And they was about 24. You said so they about the same age.
Nah, they ain't in the same bracket. 25, 24, 25. Nah, they wasn't in the same. No.
And how old your oldest is?
My oldest is 22 now. He just turned 22.
So they was 19, and them boys was what, 25? So them boys, so after they blew your back out, they was playing 2K with them and shit?
No, they never came over to my house. I don't invite people over to my house like that. So when I do entertainment, I go, you know. So,
yeah. I'm getting a hotel room. I ain't having no woman come to my house no damn more. Fuck that shit.
Why?
I had a bad experience, man.
What happened? Nah, you gotta talk now. What happened? An older woman or a younger woman?
She was I guess relatively young. She was about 33 and shit, man.
What? I mean, damn, she older than you?
Yeah, I'm only 25 though. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? 33 ain't old to me though. 43 ain't old.
33. Okay, so what's the oldest you've dated then?
Shit.
Nah, don't get quiet now.
I ain't quiet. I'm trying to think though. Somebody had sex with. I'm trying to think. Who was someone had sex with? Probably about she's about 30 something. She's about 35, 36. I think that was the oldest I had sex with. I was about 21 at the time, 22 maybe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's about that old. But yeah, I don't have no more women come to the spot no more.
Back to that right there. So why you don't have women come to your house? What happened?
First of all, I don't want to know where I live. First and foremost, and I don't want to know where I live at, and I don't want them. The reason why that experience was bad. It's a long story, but I'm gonna make it short though. See, first of all, she brought her kids over. I didn't even know she was gonna bring her kids type shit. And yeah, like I don't want them at the spot because I don't want them to feel that comfortable with me, like type shit. They bitch start cooking eggs and grits for the kids and all that shit, and hell no. She didn't even wash the dishes and shit, so that shit fucked. I said, ain't nobody else coming to the trap no more, man. Fuck that.
Well, you know, not all women are the same though, so.
Yeah, but I don't you gonna
punish all the rest of the women because of her little simple act, what she did, right?
Man, I don't know where I live, but I don't know why I stay at type shit until I really get to know them, though, man. I don't know. I don't want to know where I live and type shit. I got to really, really, really fuck with you type shit. You know what I'm saying, though? But, I mean, teachers on, though. You know, man. I mean, yeah. So you like them young boys. I think you had like them young boys, though.
No, I mean, like I said, that was 3 years ago. I mean, I got it's a young guy right now, but you know he's and I mean we just chop it up, we talk, we conversate. He's
y'all just fuck from time to time.
He's 32 though.
Oh, so y'all just fuck from time to time.
You said what?
Y'all just have sex from time to time.
No, I didn't say that. I said we conversate. I didn't say that.
Right. You feel like the man that you want you though?
You said what now?
Do you feel like the man that you want you?
What man?
I'm just saying though in general, like the man that you want you though, babe.
Do I feel? Wait, say that one more time.
Do the man that you want, you feel like want you back?
I mean, I hope if I hope the man that I want will want me back.
Okay, right. You think too many people want what they can't have type shit?
Uh, I feel like people miss out when they don't go for what they want because they feel like that they can't have it. Some people have that mindset, well, I ain't even gonna approach her, or I'm not gonna even approach him because they in their mind it was like she or he may be out of my league. But the worst thing you can do is let a person walk out or leave and not even make the effort to try to what I mean, like because you never know. I don't feel like nobody's out of nobody's league. People would say that, but I feel like at the same time, once a person spends time with a person they feel like is out of the league, their whole perspective will change.
Mm, right. I don't know, man. I don't believe in shooting my shot no more. I mean, I shoot my shot when I want people on my channel though. I gotta tell them, but I don't really like doing that no more. They be looking at me like I got 7 heads, but I mean, I believe whatever's gonna happen for you gonna happen. You know what I mean? I
They be
believe
looking
in
at you like, what?
like I got 7 heads. Like I'll be like hollering at chicks and pubs. I'll be like, hey, you wanna come on my podcast? They just look at me crazy and shit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because when you said, well, when you was talking to me about going, like, I'm like, okay, you just gonna throw me out there, like, eh.
I don't know if they guess I think I'm trying to. I don't know. Maybe because they black women, they think a lot of guys want to have sex with them or something. That's not in the case though. So I don't know. But when shooting a shot though, I don't believe in that though. I believe if y'all meant to be together, it's gonna happen type shit. Like it's just gonna happen though.
I don't know. I feel like sometimes you just got to shoot your shot because sometimes shit just don't happen.
Yeah, but that's possible for rejection though. God damn.
But I mean, you would never know though. That's the thing. People are afraid of rejection. Why would people? I would rather for you to reject me than for me not to have tried to get at you,
That's
and
true.
then I never know. Why
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand. It's just like people are afraid to step out. You know what I mean? When you want to do something, or conquer something new, people are scared to step out. Why? I'm not scared. I'm me personally. I'm not. I'm rejection, stepping out, none of that. I'm not even. I don't fear nothing. To be honest
Am
with
I
you.
am I am I really scared of rejection? Nah. I mean, not
Yeah,
really.
most men are scared of rejection. They are.
When told they're supposed to keep getting rejected, but it's like hell, dude, you get rejected, you get tired of this shit eventually. But I don't know, man. At the end of the day, everybody get rejected. Just keep on. But
They're
I
right.
don't know. I'm not actively searching for no relationship. I'm just focused on this right here, this YouTube channel and shit. So I ain't focused on that.
They're
So
right.
when I see women, I be like, hey, you want to come on my podcast? Let's get on it. Type shit. So,
And then they
yeah.
look at you like you're crazy.
They look at me like I'm crazy. I don't know why though, man. I don't know why though. They be looking at me like I'm
Maybe
weird.
because maybe it's how you do. You just go. Do you actually approach them like that? Like, hey, you want to get on my podcast?
Yeah, I get to the point. I be like, hey,
Yeah,
how you doing?
your delivery may be off.
Delivery. Ain't man, he's gonna do it or they ain't gonna do it.
No,
Yep.
because I mean, if you come at me, if I'm walking now, and you come at me, hey, you want now? I'm gonna look at you like you're crazy, like you got 7 heads. Now, if you approach me totally different, be like, hey, Miss Lady, how you doing? And I'm like, okay, I'm doing all right. I got a podcast. You know what I mean? I got a podcast. I wouldn't mind having you on my podcast. See,
I
it's
do it
all
just
about
like
the
that.
delivery. See,
I
y'all
do it
young
just like
folks, y'all young folks don't understand it. That's the thing. Yeah, let's go there. We're gonna go there. Don't
right.
feel no type of way. But
Nah, I ain't. Go
I'm
ahead.
just being honest now. I'm just telling you some real shit right now. So
Go ahead.
it may be your delivery because I'm gonna tell you the honest truth. Like if you would have come up to me and you come up to me and you be like, hey, the way you said that, absolutely, I'm gonna look at you like you stated. They look at you like you got 7 heads. I'm gonna look at you like you got 10 heads.
But nah, like sometimes I do what you do. I be like, hey, how you doing? Like I was at the fair the other day doing that shit. I asked a couple of people. I'm getting tired of this shit now. Getting tired of getting rejected now. But I was like, hey, how you doing? I'm doing what you did too. Like I be like, hey, how you doing today? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, was you like, come on? Like, they be looking at me like crazy. Like,
Yeah,
ugh.
I gotta see you in action. I'm gonna tell you what I need to do. I need to be out with you one day, and I need to see you in action, and I need to see you and how you really approach women. And I'm gonna tell you where you're going wrong at.
No, I'm not approaching them to be with them. I'm approaching them to get them
I
on the
didn't say
platform.
that. You approaching them to be on your podcast. I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
I
it's a
got
difference.
you. I know exactly what you're saying. I
I'm
ain't
not.
saying shit. I hope you ain't approaching them like that to be with them.
Nah, I don't believe in approaching doing it like that. They want me if people like what they see, they gonna do what they gonna do. That's what I believe. But I don't know, man. I guess it's just the growing pains though. But I got a couple.
That's the that. Hold up.
It's the
What?
growing
Wait, wait,
pains.
wait.
Wait,
Go back. You said so. You said so. If a woman see you, what?
I said if she see me and it's meant to be, it's gonna be meant to be. I don't believe you. I believe
So.
I can. I don't believe you should seek love or find love. Love is just gonna happen. That's how I think though, type shit.
Oh my Lord, what has the world, Lord Jesus?
Yeah. I come on. I got a couple more though. So like, what's the difference between being in love and being obsessed with somebody?
Because obsession is not love, and that's the thing. That's the difference. Love is love. Obsession is obsessed. Like you obsessed. Obsession is control. Like obsession is a control thing. You so obsessed with them, you want to control everything they do, where they going, who they going with, how they, that you want to dictate their life. That's an obsession. Love is loving somebody and you love them so much to where you're not going to control them, right? You're going to
Mm-hmm.
allow them to be free and do what they're supposed to do, knowing that they're supposed to do the right thing. So yeah, it's a difference. Obsession. I never want to be in an obsession. I never want anyone to be obsessed with me. I'm gonna put it like that. Yeah, obsession. Yeah, that's totally different from love. Totally different. Obsession is more so of control and dictating how you want to run somebody else's life.
Mm. Yeah, yeah. I think a lot of people, I think a lot of women, I think a lot of people in relationships like that, they're being obsessed. Or, I can't live without you. That's a damn lie. Yes, you can.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. You
You don't,
definitely can.
or you the
Cause you
only
was
one.
living. Cause the thing about it is, you were living before them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So your ass gonna live with, but you're gonna live after them. So I mean, no, yeah.
Right. Right. Why you feel about the bash on men right now? 'Cause don't you feel like there's an attack against men right now?
Okay, so what you mean? Like talking about what's going on, like what's going on and how? What you mean?
Yeah, like they blame men for everything. Most women, like most podcasts nowadays, are blaming
You know
men,
what?
bashing men.
Okay. I'm gonna say this right here. You know what I mean? Because I'm the type of person. I believe in equality when it comes to men and women, right?
Mm.
It's equal. Men do things, women do things, women do things, men do things. I think the problem is people don't take people's feelings into consideration. Um, that's the thing. I mean, it's not I personally, I whoever's been attacked. I mean, people. There's always two, three sides to a story, right? And people always want to look at the, you know, just be. I, I'm trying to put it because I don't want people to, how am I trying to put this? So people always try to, they do point at the guys sometimes, as the corporate, as the bad guy. But it's just the thing about it is people just don't take people's feelings into consideration anymore. People react so much on, their feelings and they don't consider a lot of things before they act. So that's what caused a lot of destruction between men and women. Whether it's the man, whether it's the woman, whoever start, whatever. If you consider people's feelings, it will be a totally different outcome. People are so quick to get mad and they say things out of anger and because they're feeling some type of way. But see, that's where it goes back to love. When we talk about love, when you love somebody, you would think before you act. You would think before you say something. You know what I mean? Love will not allow you to disrespect or say something out of anger. And that's the thing people don't sit and think about, because I'm going to tell you what somebody told me one time, and I really thought about this. And they told me this right here. They said, LA, I would never say something to you that I would have to go back and say that I'm sorry for. I would never say something to you as far as where I got to go back and say, I'm sorry, LA, that I did this, because I don't never want to be put in that position with you. So when somebody really care about you, that's how you think. That's how your mindset is. You're going to think before you say something, because once you say it, it's out there. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Once you say it, and when you really do care about somebody, that person made a valid point. And I utilize that. You know what I mean? When I'm dealing with people. And I say,
Mm-hmm.
you know what? I would never say something to you that I feel like I got to come back and say that I'm sorry for. Because if I gotta say I'm sorry, I should have never said it in the beginning.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree. So, what's clingy to you though? Like, what's somebody being real clingy or some shit?
What is what now?
Clingy, clingy.
Clingy?
Yeah,
You said what is clingy?
yeah. What's clingy to you? What's
Clingy
your
is like with somebody like what my baby boy going through right now. Every time you turn around, somebody got to be up under you, or they calling you, what you doing, or they got to try to stay all night. No, go home. Especially at his age, that's clingy. I feel like you can be ain't nothing wrong with being a little clingy, but you can be too clingy. Like
Are you clingy?
am I clingy? I
Yeah.
mean, I like to. I'm clingy, but I'm not too clingy. Because
You,
when I say I'm clingy, it's more so like, okay, it's like I like to cuddle. You know what I mean? I like you know what I mean? That's the stuff I like to do. I like to cuddle. I like to be with you. I like to be up under you. That's the type of stuff I like. But at the end of the day, I understand space. You know what I mean? You got to understand people's space too. People got to have their personal space. I don't care if you are together, but at the same time, sometimes people need their space. Yeah.
right. I agree. I agree. I feel it. You like them young boys. You like to be cuddled up with them young boys and everything.
I never said that.
Yeah. Hey,
I never said that.
I'm looking for a cougar though. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You looking for a cougar?
Looking for a cougar. Hey, after you had sex with them boys, you used to cook for them and everything, like red beans and rice, neck, bone,
I cook
collard.
anyway though. I cook anyway.
But I'm saying you used to cook for them after you was finished with them.
I mean, I cook.
Yes.
I cook. Get up, cook some grits. You like sugar on your grits?
Oh, shit. Damn.
You want the sugar on your grits? I'll put your sugar on the side. You can put how much sugar you want to put on your grits. Or you like salt and pepper on your grits. What you want with?
God damn. Yeah, yes, sir. Hey, I'm finished though. I ain't want to take no more of your time. You got something you want to ask me before I let you
No, I mean I really enjoyed it. I mean it was really entertaining.
go? Yeah. I appreciate you coming on LA though.
That's what's up. Yeah, anytime.
Though. Appreciate you coming in though. Good night though.
All right, good night. Have a good night.
You too.